difference between depression and sadness is just from happenstance, whatever happened or didn't happen for you, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. To think of the word as depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
Right. So Jim Carrey, you know, very intelligent guy. You know what I'm saying? Actually, one of my favorite comedians. He's not my favorite comedian, but he's definitely in my top 5. You know, Eddie Murphy was always my favorite comedian. But, yeah, you know, Jim Carrey, you know, I've been watching some of his videos and he's been dropping some knowledge, you know, talking about spiritual stuff, third eye and all of that. And, you know, when Jim Carrey first came into the game, you know, he did the thing, the Living Color show and all of that. You know, I guess you could say that he was in the Matrix, you know, at this period of time. Through Jim Carrey's career, you know, he did a couple movies, Ace Ventura, The Mask, some other movies. I think some celebrities get tired of the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like myself, you know, I was offered a record deal, you know, at one time. I was offered a show on VH1, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had my opportunity to be in the game, you know what I'm saying? But I declined, I denied it, and I faced a lot of hell ever since, you know? It's just a lot of demonic stuff going on, you know? And I feel like Jim Carrey started to have an awakening, you know, to where he could see through the Matrix. You know, Jim Carrey started to have less interest in what he was doing. He started doing more spiritual things, and, you know, I guess you could say Jim Carrey was going down the rabbit hole. You know, next thing you know, we don't hear from him no more. You know, some other funny looking guy comes around. I mean, this guy looks nothing like Jim Carrey. So, I mean, like I said, do y'all think that Jim Carrey is cloned? That's basically what this video is about. You know, the guy that we seen at the award show or whatever, or that get together, whatever that was, wherever we saw the fake Jim Carrey at, was that really Jim Carrey? Because I ain't gonna lie, like, some of these celebrities, they be looking funny, bro. It's like they look one way, then they come back and they look another way. Like, same thing with Eminem. I always question if Eminem was the real Eminem. You know, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? You know, like, what was Eminem trying to tell us in that song? You know, and then you got people like Tupac Shakur. Did he fake his death? They say Machiavelli was somebody that faked his death. Sometimes I don't even know what to believe, man. You know, like, yeah, I don't know what to believe. Belief is something that's very strong. Once you believe something, you become part of that. You know what I'm saying? You become part of that. Whether if it's the truth or it's a lie being told, you become part of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about Jim Carrey. Is he a clone or is he not a clone? In my opinion, something funny is going on. I ain't gonna say he's a clone, but I'm gonna say something funny going on with his face, man.